And welcome to the show. Today we have an interview about a really dope festival, and I do mean dope festival, coming up at Camp Copperhead in Spavinaw, Oklahoma. And after the break, which state do you think has the lowest cost of doing business? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It may be a state ending in the words OMA. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
So you got to spend a little time in one of the, I know there's a lot of people claiming to be the king, claiming to be the place. But I'm going to say it. I think they're the king of the peaches. It's Stratford, Oklahoma.
I did. Oftentimes you and I will have a choose your own adventure kind of day or weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But during softball season,
yeah,
I don't get to choose anything.
This is senior year softball. You can't miss a game.
Nope.
And you can't miss a cup of coffee. But I am curious. I'm going to ask after we get through talking about it. I'm just going to save it. So Stratford, Oklahoma. When I think Stratford, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. There are a few towns where I go, when I think of this town, I think such and such, and most of the time I'm right. Ghost town.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ghost towns around.
There are.
Stratford is not one of those.
No, I don't think so. Not at all. So as soon as I pull in, the very first thing I see right at the crossroads of the highway and Main Street.
Like a beacon of bistro. Like a bistro beacon.
I see a place called 7 Shooter Coffee.
Sounds like a straight shooter to me.
In Stratford, Oklahoma. Dude.
You are a espresso explorer.
Out of necessity.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm fueled by coffee, and regular coffee doesn't really.
You are pressed, as the kids say it. You're pressed without an espresso press. You gotta have. You want.
I gotta have my caffeine. I'm no good.
You're no good to
I'm
anyone.
not the number one dad at softball tournaments
Or the number 2 podcast host.
exactly without a good solid dose of caffeine.
Yeah. So,
dude, knocked it out of the park. They're for starters, their decor apparently came from one of their barns.
yeah, I was looking at some of the video coming soon.
Yeah, video coming soon.
Good Lord willing, and the espresso don't rise too high. Does it rise? Does espresso? I don't know anything about. I know nothing about coffee. That's enough. There are a few differences between you and I. I'm good with Seventh Heaven donuts and a 7-Eleven medium roast with the little delight, pop and peel creamers.
Right.
So I don't know the lingo, the coffee bean. I'm not a coffee bean bureaucrat by any stretch. I've learned a lot from you. Like, you sent me a picture of Scooter's. You sent me a picture of Scooter's new oatmeal cream pie. They've got a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie latte. Because you know that if I...
Dude, I sent you that because it was funny.
Well, I thought you were saying either... I was like, he's not telling me to grab him one.
No.
But you know me, I'm quasi-curious. I did get one. There is a video coming soon. You may or may not want to watch it, but I do mention that because of Scooters, because of Starbucks, there is no Viridian coffee. So finding small town coffee with a hometown flair is tough.
It is. Here in Chickasha, we used to have a Viridian.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Viridian had the least little bit of success, Starbucks popped up and then Scooters popped up. And they're basically they were in the drive-through of the Viridian. Let's be honest. You couldn't have gotten closer without causing a pile up.
And Scooters is the tallest postage stamp you'll ever see. I think they're smaller than Dutch Brothers. So I settle. We settle. We get the Scooters. I've never tried Roasters.
Roasters, I have tried once. When we were on a road trip.
Yeah, I think we were in Ada.
Yeah, and
It is what it is.
I mean, it's good coffee, but I don't think that it's much better than what you get from a good gas station coffee.
I mean, I think I was in a 7-Eleven in Texas last week. They had like a whole cold brew station, like literally cold brew taps that you can. I mean, the 7-Eleven's up their game substantially, just not here in Oklahoma. Quick Trip has in Oklahoma, just not in the metro. So finding good coffee cheap is tough unless you go to 7-Shooter.
Dude, I'm telling you, I got 2 large coffees out the door, close to $10
with a tip. That's, dude, you can't get. I know when I come by, because I found one drink that I can order from Scooters that's not, and let's be honest, Starbucks, the game is rigged. You have to have a PhD in coffee to order at Starbucks.
Not only that, but I think you pretty much have to have an immunity to diabetes because they just pump sugar into everything.
Well, okay, but you say that, and we record the show. Today I was running a little behind, so you had already had your coffee by then. But I get my Caramelicious, it's a lot, but it's the easiest thing for me to order.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I got the oatmeal cream pie blended. By the way, if you're gonna do it, I'm not saying buy from the big guy, but get on the oatmeal cream pie train. If small town coffee, if you can make me an oatmeal cream pie, something. I don't care if you lie to me, tell me it is, but it's oat milk. I'll take it.
You know, we focus on small businesses on this show, and you're over here pushing the big Little Debbie,
brother,
on everybody.
I'm on the road a lot, so sometimes you don't get lucky enough because a lot of times small businesses, dude, they're done it too. So I got to get what I can get. I'm still eating. Don't worry, I'm still eating them local gas station hamburgers. Don't worry.
Honestly, though, great cup of coffee, great people. Watch out for the video because, again, I was impressed. And
by your video?
I was impressed by 7-Shooter coffee.
And you're going to be so impressed by his video, you're going to want to drive to Stratford, Oklahoma to get a peach and a whatever he got.
Well, if you like coffee and you're anywhere near Stratford, Oklahoma,
yeah,
if you watch the video, you're going to be all in.
Well, I'll tell you something else you're going to be all in on. We've got an interview coming up. Really super cool, chill interview coming up. No.
Don't intro the intro. Just roll into the intro.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, we've got it. Well, coming up September 4th to the 6th, Spavinaw, Oklahoma turns into a Zen playground. That's right, Harvest Fest. It is the premier landscaping festival in Spavinaw, Oklahoma. And here to tell us everything we need to know about how to be chill, not be ill, and vibe out, it's Christy Montgomery. Christy, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you've got Harvest Fest, and again, I completely whiffed this deal. When Harley told me we're doing a Harvest Fest episode, we talked about it a little bit off the air. My first instinct was we're talking like candy corn, corn mazes, pumpkin patches. That's not it at all. Tell us a little bit more, the more accurate description of what Harvest Fest is.
Yeah, so we're kind of supporting a different farmer, I guess you would say, more of the herb farmer. But more than that, we are supporting a community and a culture that runs pretty deep, new for Oklahoma since legalization. But yeah, we started in 2019. We went with we wanted to educate and bring awareness to, the medicinal part of the herb.
Right.
And we've we're in our 7th year, and we've grown a lot. But I like to say that we are kind of the adult summer camp. So leave the kids at home, 21 and over, and just immerse yourself in nature for 3 days and music. And we kind of like to call us ourselves the dirty hippies, and that's kind of what we do for 3 days. That's what we do. We love a lot of primitive camping. So, but don't worry, we do have a bathhouse, so with warm showers, so we're not too dirty.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's kind of like it's a camping experience. It's like a glamping experience. Tell us a little bit what guests might notice or could expect out of it right away.
Right. So we have a lot of vendors, a lot of merch vendors, a lot of handmade and crafts. We have live artists that come out, do painting. We have glass blowers that come out. So we pride ourselves on supporting small businesses, whether that's in the industry or, the makers and the creators out there. But we have vendors, we have food trucks. The venue is really pretty. We're in Spavinaw. It's 200 acres. We have a beautiful camping area, a lot of primitive camping. We have a in-ground pool. We have an indoor bar, an outdoor bar. There's 3 stages. So we have lots of games, a lot of community involvement, a lot of different quirky awards that we do. So it's a lot of fun.
So can you tell us a little bit more about Camp Copperhead as far as like what the amenities might be, that sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. So they have RV spaces, and they have an in-ground pool, a really nice pavilion area that surrounds the pool with a bar. They do rentals. The campgrounds is really pretty. Lots of big, nice shade trees. They have hiking trails, UTV trails, and they're nestled kind of in between. There's Lake Spavinaw there that has nice fishing, the state park, Grand Lakes there, Lake Hudson's there. So it's a really pretty area there in Spavinaw, and especially at Camp Copperhead.
When you go to places like this, and the thing I like the most about kind of getting away and getting kind of outside the constructs of the big city and the suburbs and the hustle and bustle is the lack of communication. I kind of like not being able to receive calls or make them. And this seems like a kind of a communal activity where it encourages you to kind of disconnect from that. What kind of activities could we engage in if we're just kind of hanging out and doing it, the way nature intended?
Yeah, so I kind of described this as like adult summer camp.
Yeah.
So that's totally what it is. So we have different competitions, like we have pool parties, and so there's pool party games. We have costume contests. We have themed community camps. Of course, we have like our rolling competition. We have a home growers competition. We have an industry competition, as well as like different community awards that we let people vote on, and then we award those out. And then we have our music. We try to support a lot of local musicians. So this year we've got another Pink and the Floyd. So it's a tribute to Pink Floyd. I'm super excited about that. We have One Way Trucking. That's another one. They're a tribute band, Grateful Dead tribute band. So we have a lot of older hippies there. So really diverse crowd. It is 21 and over, but we have a wide range of people that come and attend. So
before we get too far into Harvest Fest itself,
the weeds. Sorry, you were going to say. I had to throw something in there.
What's some common feedback you hear from just your general guests at Camp Copperhead?
Everybody loves it. They really do. And it comes down to the venue. The venue is really peaceful, and it has such a chill vibe. I think the venue is and just the community is what brings people back year after year. I've seen so many relationships industry wise that have formed at Harvest Fest since the beginning. And it's the same way with our attendees too. It kind of becomes like family in a way, and you look forward to seeing those same familiar faces every year.
How long has Harvest Fest been going on?
This will be our 7th year.
7 years.
That's a long time.
7 years.
Well, and the thing is, let's rewind that. I always feel like we get in to a conversation about COVID. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny because I have COVID babies. I have 2 of them that one went into preschool, went into kindergarten, and one of them was like a full-fledged COVID baby. A lot of things have happened in the last 7 years, and we've talked to festival coordinators from everyone from watermelons to landscaping, like yourself, and the fact that we've managed to maintain, and that's the thing. There were some outdoor festivals during that time that did literally, like what the McLeod Blackberry Festival did, like drive up, get your blackberries through the drive-through kind of situation. Did COVID alter your festival festivities in any way, shape, or form? Not to bring it up, but I'm just curious.
I'll be honest. COVID actually, it probably increased our attendance because, as you know, being landscapers that we are and farming the earth,
I love
we
it.
believe in freedom.
Yep.
We believe in freedom. So that was the same, like that. We took that same aspect for, what we were going to do with Harvest Fest during COVID. And we had so many local musicians that, you can call them starving artists, but we were like, they had no place to play. And,
Yeah.
we were like, come on, we're open. And our attendees felt the same way. If you didn't want to attend, nobody made you attend. And the ones that attended, was like-minded. And so I don't really think that COVID hurt us. I think that we had a great year, the year of COVID.
So let me ask you this: with going into your 7th year, last year you had I think something like well over 3,000 festival attendees, right?
Yes.
What's your projection this year? Is it kind of more the same? Or are you hoping to double, or what are we looking at?
I think it's more of the same. We have, we kind of locked ourselves into, the landscaping.
Yeah.
But we also get, we get other people too. It's not just that. You don't have to, have your card to attend. So we get a lot of attendees, and I really think that we're kind of locked in with our people. We get them year in, so we're expecting the same. I'm always surprised. I'm one of those underestimators. Like I'm throwing the party and I don't think anybody's coming, and
Right.
then when they show up, I'm surprised.
So you've mentioned the entertainment, and you've also mentioned vendors. How many vendors do you normally get, and is that exclusively for herbal remedies, or are there other vendors there as well?
Oh, there's other vendors as well. Yeah, like I said, we have a lot of artists and makers. The community is very creative, and we really play off of that. There's a lot of talented people, within the community, not just in the industry itself, but like the glass blowers. We have a lot. We had over 100 vendors last year. We usually stay around the same every year. We usually sell out our spaces that we have available.
So obviously you had mentioned earlier a couple times about it being basically a summer camp for adults. With that in mind, obviously you can't have a summer camp without camp counselors. Describe what they do.
So our camp counselors, they're excellent. They really have. They have a lot of love for Harvest Fest. So they're a volunteer, like I guess you might call them a street team. They market for us because being landscapers, it's very hard to market, and without getting your socials shut down, which has happened to us before a few times. But so we really depend on these people to spread Harvest Fest out there and market for us, and we depend on them a lot. They do volunteer work, work shifts at Harvest Fest to earn their badges, and so we love our camp counselors, and I think our program that we have is well loved by them as well. It's became a really good friend group.
So with that in mind, with the camp counselors in mind, what are some of the must-do activities on the property?
Well, so this year we'll have our first year. We used to have a field games just for people to participate, and one of the things we've noticed through the years, we have like all of our games and stuff, and people will sign up for it, and then they have so much fun that they forget they signed up. So this year, this year we had with our field games, we're going to do our camp counselor OGs and then our new camp counselors that we have for this year. So they're going to compete in dodgeball, tug of war, potato sack race. So we have that's going to be really fun for us this year. We also have a pop top art contest. So it takes the packaging that from patients that they keep their packaging that you normally would just toss in the trash, and they make art pieces out of it. That is a really, really cool thing. So we give away some prize money for that. That's definitely a favorite of everyone, along with like the home growers. That's another one that people really, really like as well too.
You know, I was thinking because it's such a chill environment. I bet festival like the whoever allows the festival is actually pleased because it's such a nature centric like, hey man, don't forget to pick up your trash. Like I'm sure it's the cleanest campground. Everybody picks it. We're being in touch and in tune with nature. However you get there, whatever the device to be more in. I'm trying so hard, man.
Yeah.
I'm really trying hard to like, and then I'm bad at it. I want to say blah, 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 but I can't. I don't want to get me canceled. But
right.
What a chill vibe, man. Just a bunch of people just vibing out, hanging out, and talking about landscape techniques. You know what I mean? For 2 days.
Right. Yeah. Well, and we also have yoga. We have yoga, breath work, sound baths. So we have a lot of the other wellness modalities that we support at the festival as well. And I will tell you, we do have security, but I can promise you, we never have any issues, like zero issues. Like if you would compare us to maybe Rocklahoma.
Right.
We're like,
oh yeah,
we are tame. We are tame because everybody really gets along, and it doesn't matter what your background is or what you believe, and all of the things that divide us on social media. It's left at the gate. It is absolutely left at the gate, and it's nothing but love for everybody.
Man, I really need that.
So I noticed something. I'm gonna phrase it the best way that I can, but you have an event called the Harvest Fest Cannabis Cup.
Cannabis Cup. God, I'm so sorry, Christy.
Can you explain exactly what that is?
So that is actually in the industry. So we get businesses that are in the industry, and they submit products, and then we actually run those through our processor, and then we put them back out for patients, and then we do sample packs, and these patients will sample, and then they will score based on them as a patient. They will score, and then we give awards to different categories.
Perfect.
And so it is an industry. Yeah. So it's an industry competition. It's not, home growers or anything, and everything's all, legitly ran through the industry as it's supposed to be.
So, Christy, I didn't do a lot of deep diving because I wanted to come in and just ride this thing out. What is your background? Do you work closely with the industry? Is it something that you've been passionate about before the medical thing? I mean, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
How long have you been kind of involved in the community? There we go.
So, yes. So I am not in the industry any longer. But I have actually a medical patient. So I'm pretty passionate about it, and the medical properties. When we first started it, we did a lot of education. And as I mentioned earlier, sometimes people sign up for things and they forget about that they have signed up for things. So it's not a big focus that we have right now, but we definitely we have that. We make sure that we provide education and Q&As, things like that. A lot of our vendors and our sponsors, we have some really, really great sponsors that are in the industry, and they are excellent at that, at talking and communicating with the patients and getting to talk to them about their products. And there's a lot of the people that come out and sponsor that they have some really nice success stories that they are able to share.
Awesome. Well, I know we're starting to run up against it here. Can you tell us like pricing, availability, the best way to get involved, to reserve a spot and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we are September 4th through 6th, 2025. We are at Camp Copperhead in Spavinaw, and we are $75, and that is a 3-day pass, and that include that we call it our Dirty Hippie Camping Pass because it's a primitive camping, but we also have RV spaces. You can find us all online at harvestfestok.com. You get your tickets there. You can get all the information about joining our community, and we have social media. It's Harvest Fest OK on both Facebook and Instagram.
And just for the outside of the event, what's the best way for people to find out more about Camp Copperhead?
They're an RV. They have RV spaces. They're a full-time campground. You can find them at campcopperheadspavinaw.com for their pool rentals and their RV spaces, and it's a beautiful piece of property that everybody should see.
Well, it sounds great, Christy. We can't wait. The first weekend of September is right around the corner, and it looks like you're going to be booked solid.
Yes, for sure.
Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us for a little bit.
All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
I love the festival. I love the idea of the festival. I don't think that you have to be I don't think that you need to
know all the lingo
or to be involved in certain
activities,
medicinal activities in and around the state of Oklahoma to enjoy this particular festival.
I do think that it gives you a little bit of an edge, though, if you do. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if you are
edged, no, that's probably a bad word. It gives you a little bit more of a, it gives you that.
I think if you are involved enough in the herbal activities that you could probably enjoy any festival. But I think you don't necessarily need that to enjoy this festival.
But if you're in it to be, this is your festival. If you're looking for a chill.
I hate the fact that you
can't say anything.
We know that Scooby and Shaggy
were stoners.
Yeah, I mean, they had munchies for 35, 40 years on TV, on children's TV.
Yeah.
Yet I can't even mention any version of the word that refers to the herbal.
Yeah. None of it.
Yeah. I can't even say, like what you would use your weed eater on because it will ban this video.
Yeah, it's stupid. You can't say fat in an email, and you can't say that you hate a cockroach in a private message because it'll block it. You can't say anything. But if you're looking to get your chill on, chills, no pills, man, this is it. Well, coming up after the break, another groundbreaking statistic about Oklahoma.
So our partner for today's show is Thinkability Incorporated. They are a private, not-for-profit agency that promotes independent living skills by providing community support for people of all ages with developmental disabilities. And they do a lot in Duncan, Oklahoma.
Listen, you talk about them like they haven't been doing it for over 40 years.
They haven't been doing all of it for 40 years. I love everything. I love all of the aspects of what they do.
Yeah.
But my favorite, if for no other reason than watching their Instagram feed,
dude,
Thinkability Garden Cafe
They put out real deal food.
So the thing that caught my attention this week, they're doing a hot honey barbecue chicken sandwich.
Oh, man.
It's served on a toasted Kaiser bun with a sweet and spicy barbecue chicken breast topped with kale slaw and fresh Honeycrisp apples. Honeycrisp apple slices on the sandwich.
The sweet, the savory with the spice and that crunch of the apple and the kale slaw. God, have you ever had kale slaw? I'm telling you, it's underrated. But you need to try Thinkabilities Cafe because let's be completely honest. There are a dozen or more. There's a ton of non-for-profits out there. I'm impressed by most of them, but Thinkability, not just the cafe stuff. You know, we've saw their community garden. We've been a witness to just a fraction of the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
They really mean business in Duncan, Oklahoma.
They do. And like I said, I think it's surprising how much they do and the level of excellence that they're providing. Again, like I said, I'm super impressed with the restaurant.
Yeah.
They're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2. They're open for lunch in Duncan, Oklahoma. And I like that. I like the option of a place that sets itself apart.
Mm-hmm. You know exactly where the money's going. It's not going to some corporate conglomerate or somebody that's, sitting on the beach somewhere in the, Isle of Caicos. Is that a place? I don't know. It probably is if you've got money. But yeah, if you want to get more involved, just go check them out. thinkabilityfirst.com. Well, we did it again.
What do we do?
We're in the tops of the pops.
So our news story today is from CNBC. We are listed as the top state in the country for cost of doing business. We're the best.
Because we're dirt cheap.
I'm not a huge fan of the list overall. They tinker with things, and some
Kinda
of it
tweak it a little bit.
Some of it is a little but they ranked the top states for businesses in 2025, scored all 50 states in 135 metrics in 10 broad categories of competitiveness. The fundamentals of the study, now in its 19th year, are the same kind as they've always been, identifying the factors companies consider year after year when making new site selection decisions, and that state pitch in an effort to woo businesses. So each category is weighted based on how frequently states use them as a selling point in economic development.
Okay.
So the different categories are the economy, the infrastructure, the workforce, cost of doing business, business friendliness, quality of life, and then technology and innovation. And one of the reasons that I have a problem with the technology and innovation thing is for the year 2025, they listed California as the number one state in the country for technology and innovation. I think 10 years ago, they were number one.
With the whole Silicon Valley thing.
But I think most of that has moved to Texas.
Yeah, I think you could almost say most major metropolitan areas have even kind of a quasi Silicon Valley tech center in them. So it's not, again, like you said, it used to be California. Now it's kind of Texas is a big one, obviously, but I think, I don't know, I think we still give California way too much credit for a state that's slowly sinking back into the ocean.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. There have been so many companies and so many people fleeing California. I don't understand how they make it to number one on anything.
I probably know more Californians on a personal level that live in Oklahoma now. Used to, it's like I thought everybody from California was a movie star back in or new one. You know what I mean?
Right.
I came from that kind of childhood. California felt like a I don't know, like this utopia. But now there's been like this, just a mass exodus from California. Like I said, I have personal friends that are from California more than I've ever had. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of deflation, inflation with some of the facts and figures, but at the end of the day, the fact that we're in the same, we're hovering in there with people of, states of the likes of California, of the likes of New York City. This says a lot about where Oklahoma has come from and where they're, we're a flyover state.
We are. I don't know if business friendliness has us, they've got us in the middle of the pack on that one. I don't know if that's accurate.
You don't think it's the proper acumen? Is that a word?
I think that we're probably much higher than that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of states will throw big bucks at a big company, and they consider that to be business friendliness.
I want to know. I mean, there's got to be something to it. Like the tax, and we talk about the movie industry quite a few times on this show. The tax incentives are probably some of the best in the industry in Oklahoma. I mean, they've made Oscar caliber movies here, not just like made for TV video. There's been TV series.
Right.
So, I mean, I think value for value, if you come here, you're getting a hell of a deal on real estate, whether you're here for a good time, a long time, the long haul. I mean, it's well documented, and we're not a bad state, people. Come back. Come visit again. Come live here. That's all. Goodbye. I'm done. That's the show.
Well, we do have some feedback that I would like to cover concerning one of your videos.
Yeah.
The Sunrise Tex-Mex Cafe burrito video got a little bit of activity, and I wanted to touch base on it because some of the comments are killing me here. But to start with, Sunrise Tex-Mex Cafe commented and said that they were glad that you stopped in, so that was good. But then you had mentioned Allsups, and
I have been told Allsups. I've been trying to clean the filter some of the comments going back, way back. I had somebody suggest Allsups. I'm like, they're not even here yet. But yes, I had mentioned in the video that I was headed to Allsups because I've been told try the burritos. It's not local, but it's new, and it's not even new to Oklahoma. It's just new to our orbit. I think there's an Allsups, I think in Lindsay or somewhere. We were headed southeastern Oklahoma and we stopped in it. The last place we got gas. As a matter of fact, I think it's is it Lake Murray? Not Lake Murray.
I don't know.
It's somewhere down there, and we stopped at an Allsups. It was probably the size of a normal gas station. But anyway.
Was it right down the street from the Dollar General?
No, but it's where that MG was broke down at the corner at the stop sign. You don't remember that little car?
I don't remember it. No.
Anyway, so I was going to go to Allsups and try it.
Yeah.
And Dave Tank said that Allsups has cat food
burritos. I love it. Justin Rainey said it's good in reference to Sunrise Tex-Mex, but Burrito Grill is way overpriced. I don't know. I know that I pay a little bit more than I would say at Taco Mayo, but you can't compare Taco Mayo to Burrito Grill.
Here's the thing. A place like Burrito Grill will get my money. Is it on par with Chipotle or Qdoba? I don't know. But they literally have every teenager in town working at Burrito Grill at a feverish pace.
Oh yeah. I don't know how they do it. There has to be like some sort of electro shock therapy.
These aren't teenagers I know.
No.
And that's, we talk about it all the time. We have Rush Springs on every year. How
It's a different breed.
It's a different breed. Small town Oklahoma, small town America. Kids are built different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a different. So this is gonna be a horrible comparison, but it makes me think about this. How many people do you think buy a burrito from Burrito Grill because it's close? It's closer than the big guys. Probably quite a few.
Yeah.
How many of them do you think do it because it's the community?
I would say probably a pretty big percentage.
I think they get more business than Subway does. And Subway is right across the street.
I think when Burrito Grill is open,
They were popping today. When
Subway
I came
may as well just close their door. I don't see anybody walking in versus the fact that Burrito Grill's tiny little parking lot is cram-packed with cars.
So, but I also want to ask, when we say things are overpriced, that's everywhere, dude.
Yeah, everything is overpriced.
I mean, and that's not just saying, I'm not just saying it to say it. We are paying more now.
We are.
But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And 10 years from now, we're going to be paying even more. We're never going to pay less again. Unless we choose not to buy.
I don't think anybody wants to be in the economy where prices drop because that's going to be like Mad Max stuff.
Right. That's when you're like, they're telling you can substitute beef for rat on your burrito.
or people. Moving on, though, we've got Lindsay Shepard. She said that we should try Garrett's Corner Default Diner north of Blanchard and Amazing.
Corner Default Diner.
Never heard of it. I've never heard of this before.
A default diner.
I don't know, but we're going to find it.
Well, by golly, yeah.
Next on the list, Andrew Foster said try Tequila Plata in Chickasha, Oklahoma.
And
we did that. Video is coming soon.
Video coming soon.
Stephen Merkling says Allsup's burritos are not worth the trip.
Okay.
So maybe you can save yourself a video.
But here's the thing. On the flip side of that, Ryan, what's it? Hafner says Allsup's is king. Santa Fe, Allsup's especially, which I'm thinking he's probably talking about Santa Fe, New Mexico, probably.
I don't know.
And then Rondo Tank said Sunrise Tex-Mex, one of the best. Blanchard is so lucky to have them. I was literally driving by and it just caught my eye because that town center thing, that really cool little, I like that. It's got, like 10 Arrows Coffee right there. Is another local coffee place. What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I like it.
Is it because it's in a bad location because you literally blink and you miss it?
No.
Okay, what are you going to say?
I like the businesses all being right there. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I want more authentic building processes. I want to see the building,
repurposing.
Yeah, I want to see the older stuff, and they did a good job. I mean, I like it. I just wish it was, I wish it was the old bank.
Well, and one last comment we'll go ahead and read is Nathan Burrows says, sounds pretty good in reference to Sunrise Tex-Mex Cafe. He's going to have to check it out. Yes, Nathan, please check it out. Take your girlfriend and go eat.
That's funny.
Sunrise Tex-Mex.
I was going to wrap with that comment.
Oh, you were really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought it was a good end of the segment comment. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate you following.
Absolutely.
And get out there and try them all.
Yeah. Try them all. They're like Pokemon.
Are they?
Oh, no, you got to catch them all.
Do they turn into other stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, cool.
And if you don't buy them, they turn into corporate.
That is a fact. Yeah, if you want McDonald's 3.0 or whatever moving into your town, then don't support these small businesses.
Don't.
Because somebody will come along and then you can get yourself a nasty Sonic burger.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Absolutely. I mean, you do you, but if you're doing it the right way, then
you're doing what we do.
Yeah.
Sir?
We've been active.
We have.
There's been a lot going on. The Tournament of Champions barbecue has officially ended. I think we couldn't be any happier with
The way it ended?
The way that it ended.
I agree.
I think, we said plenty in our last live video about it. As far as, in case you missed it, what we're doing next, we're just going to say pizza.
Yeah, we are doing pizza next. It's going to be a minute before we get started on it. So don't get your voter ID out right away.
Yeah.
Because we're going to take a little bit of a break from the bracket world just for our own mental health. But we do have quite a few items that we're going to give away from the Only an OK swag drawer.
Mm-hmm.
We've got all sorts of stuff. Got some Misfit Pit hats.
We've got some expired Affair of the Heart passes.
We've got some Only an OK stickers. So we're going to start giving some of this stuff away. And we're going to be doing that very soon. We're not 100% sure how we're going to do it.
Right,
so
because we never thought anybody listened. But we're learning they do listen, and they go, I do wish we had, yes, I'm that guy shirts. We get a lot like, you're that guy, you're those guys.
That would be a good shirt idea.
Yeah.
We need to probably work on that and get it up on the Redbubble site.
Yes.
But this has been the Only an OK show. New stuff all the time.
All the time.
Keep an eye out for it. I am Harley.
And I'm Brett.
And we're out of here.
Peace.